Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today's video we are going to learn how to simplify rational functions. So let's begin with an example. Simplify, state the restrictions and also the domain of each of the following. So let's begin with the first part. So in the first part we have given the numerator, that is 3n square minus 3n cube minus 3n square. So we can see that 3n square is common in both terms, and after taking 3n square common we are left with n minus 1 inside the bracket. Okay, in the denominator we have 8n cube minus 12n square plus 4n. We can take 4n common from the denominator and we are left with 2n square minus 3n n plus 1. Okay, so we have got the simplified form of the numerator, that is 3n square into n minus 1. But when we look at the denominator, in the denominator we have a quadratic expression. So we can factorize it, the quadratic expression. So how can we factorize it though? So we can see that n square coefficient is 2 and the constant term is 1. So we can say that 2 times 1 equals to 2. And the factors of 2 is just 2 and 1. So we need to break the midterm, that is equals to negative 3. How can we do it? We can say minus 2 minus 1 equals to minus 3. So we can break the midterm with negative 2 and negative 1. So it would be 2n square minus 2n minus n plus 1. Right? Let's simplify it further. So the numerator stays the same, 3n square into n minus 1 over. Okay, in the denominator what we have to do, we need to take the like terms common from the first two terms and from the last two terms. So we can see that if we take 2n common, we are left with n minus 1, and we can take negative 1 common, we are left with n minus 1. So we can see inside the bracket both the factors are same. In the next step we are going to combine the factors. So the numerator stays the same. In the denominator it would be 4n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1. Before cancelling the like factors we have to state the restrictions. Okay, so let me state the restrictions. How can we state the restriction? We can state the restrictions by putting the denominator equals to 0. Okay, so for the restrictions we can say the denominator 4n into n minus 1 into 2n minus 1 is not equals to 0. So it means we can say that 4n is not equals to 0, the factor n minus 1 is not equals to 0, and the factor 2n minus 1 is not equals to 0. Let's solve for n. So here n is not equals to 0. From here n is not equals to positive 1, and from here n is not equals to 1 divided by 2. So the restrictions are n is not equals to 0, n is not equals to 1, and n is not equals to 1 by 2. And let me state the domain as well, and the domain would be I can say n belongs to real numbers because the variable n is used over here, and we can say n is not equals to 0, 1 and 1 by 2. So the restrictions are basically the domain. Okay, now let me write down the simplified form of this expression. So it would be equals to, after cancelling the like factors, n minus 1 and n minus 1 and this n, we are left with the simplified expression. We are left with 3n in the numerator, and in the denominator it would be 4 into 2n minus 1. So that is a simplified form of the first rational expression. Let's move to the second rational expression. We have given the second expression. Okay, so in the second expression we can see we can apply the formula 4x square. So it would be 2x whole square and negative 4y whole square. Right? So we can use the formula over here, that is a square minus b square, that would be equals to a plus b and a minus b. Right? Okay, so our a value is 2x whole square and minus 4y whole square. It means the a value is 2x and the b value is 4y. So how can we factorize it? Let me write the denominator as well. So we have x square plus xy minus 6y square. Okay, let me factorize the numerator. It would be 2x plus 4y, and the second factor is 2x minus 4y, right? And we have done the factoring of the numerator, but in the denominator we have again a quadratic expression. How can we factorize the quadratic expression? So we can see the x square coefficient is just 1 and the y square coefficient is 6. So 1 times 6 equals to 6. How can we break the midterm? The midterm would be positive 1. So we have the factor 2 times 3 is also equals to 6, and if we can take negative 2 positive 3, it equals to 1. So we can break the midterm with minus 2 and plus 3. So let me write it down. X square plus 3xy and minus 2xy and minus 6y square. Okay, let me combine the like terms. So the numerator stays the same. 2x plus 4y and 2x minus 4y. We have done factoring of the numerator. Okay, so in the denominator, again we can take the x common because x is common in the first two terms, and we are left with x plus 3y. Yes, and after taking negative 2y is common, and we are left with x plus 3y. Okay, so in the next step, let me combine the factors. So it would be 2x plus 4y and 2x minus 4y, and the denominator after combining the factors, we have x plus 3y and we have x minus 2y. Okay, so in the numerator we can further factorize it by taking 2 common. So we can take 2 common from the first factor, it would be x plus 2y, and after taking 2 common from the second factor, it would be x minus 2y, right? And over we have x plus 3y and we have x minus 2y, right? Let me simplify it further. So it would be equals to 2 times 2 would be equals to 4, and the factors are x plus 2y and x minus 2y, and the denominator we have the factors x plus 3y and x minus 2y. Okay, before cancelling the like terms, we have to state the restrictions. So for the restrictions, we have to put the denominator is not equals to 0. So means x plus 3y, and we can say x minus 2y is not equals to 0, right? So here we can say x plus 3y is not equals to 0, and we can say x minus 2y is not equals to 0, right? Now let's solve the x. Okay, so from here x is not equals to negative of 3y, and from here x is not equals to positive of 2y. So these are the two restrictions, and let me state the domain as well. So in the domain we can say, so we have a variable x over here, we can say x belongs to real numbers and x is not equals to 2y and x is not equals to negative 3y. So that is a domain. Okay, now let me write down the simplified form of our expression after cancelling the like factors, and we can see the like factors are x minus 2y and x minus 2y. We can cancel the like factors from the numerator and the denominator, and the simplified expression is 4 into x plus 2y over x plus 3y. So that is a simplified form of the second rational expression. I hope you understand how to find the rational and simplify the rational expressions, how to state the restrictions, and how to find the domain of the rational expressions. If you want to watch more and get updated, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you so much. See you in my next video.